With a 32-3 vote, the House Judiciary Committee today approved what could become the biggest change to U.S. patent law in nearly 60 years. The proposal now moves to the full House. Just about everyone agrees the U.S. patent system is broken. The office examines about 500,000 applications a year. There is a backlog of 700,000 applications with an average 3-year waiting period for approval. Now, David Kappos is the director of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. He's been touring Silicon Valley this week and joins me now from Stanford. David, welcome to Bloomberg West. So first of all, big news today. If this is made into law, it would mark a fundamental change in how patents are reviewed. What does this mean in practice?
Well, right, Emily, thanks for having me on. What this is going to mean is unleashing American creativity, enabling our agency, the USPTO, to handle the incoming workload, as you've mentioned, many hundreds of thousands of patent applications a year, process them more efficiently, help businesses here in the Valley and all over the state of California, and frankly all over our country, to turn their ideas into innovations, products, services, and jobs much more quickly.
Why should consumers care about this rather than just business specialists and inventors?
Well, this is all about helping consumers. First of all, the USPTO is a jobs agency. Our ability to process patent and trademark applications quickly enables American innovators to put other Americans to work building jobs, and that helps the whole country. Secondly, we put products and services into the marketplace. So, for instance, right here in Stanford University, spent the last couple of days learning about wonderful new medical devices, many other products from small companies and large that'll help Americans be healthier, live longer, enjoy greater varieties of products and services, and frankly, just have more fun.
So some say the backlog in patent applications is actually having a major impact on America's ability to innovate and compete internationally. I mean, would you agree with that? How bad is it?
Well, I tend to agree. The backlog, as you've mentioned, is large. It's a little over 700,000 patent applications that are sitting unexamined at the USPTO. And while that's down a little bit, at the start of our administration, it was up as high as 760,000 or more applications. So it's down a little bit, but it's still much, much too high. Each of those patent applications sitting in our agency, Emily, is potentially jobs that aren't being created and products and services that are just not going into the marketplace.
And what are you doing about the so-called patent trolls, these companies that buy up large portfolios of patents and then go out and sue all the potential infringers?
Well, there are some challenges with the so-called non-practicing entities. The patent reform legislation that's currently pending will be very, very positive in that regard. It will enable our agency to do a much more effective job at taking back in patents that we previously granted, taking a second look at them, and ensuring that patents that are being enforced are really valid and strong patents.
Now, you've been touring Silicon Valley this week. There seem to be competing interests between big tech companies and venture capitalists in terms of what they want patent reform to look like. How do you resolve those competing interests?
Well, Emily, you're exactly right. Some remaining challenges there. However, I think the strong vote coming out of House Judiciary today, as you mentioned previously, is testament to the fact that the differences are being bridged. So the tech community wants a patent system that's very, very dependable for them, that enables them to put products and services into the marketplace and, frankly, not get sued as much as they're currently being sued. The medical products sector, the small business community, and the venture capital community wants a very strong patent system that gives them rights that they can go and turn into businesses, do IPOs, and do acquisitions. The marriage between those two interests really is found in the legislation that moved through judiciary today, and I think, frankly, the House has done a very good job at putting all of those interests together and figuring out how to navigate them so that we can have one patent system that meets the needs of all American innovators.
All right, David, we'll be watching to see if this is indeed made into law. David Kappos, head of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, thanks so much for joining us.